Do not fear death. The world speaks of it as an ending, a collapse into silence, a vanishing into the unknown, but heaven does not describe it that way. For the one who belongs to God, death is not a wall, it is a doorway. It is not a defeat, it is a departure. It is not darkness swallowing light, it is the final shadow before sunrise. We fear death because we only see from this side of eternity. We see hospital rooms, funerals, graves, and goodbye tears. We see separation and we call it final, but God sees completion. He sees homecoming. He sees a child returning from a long journey. The one who formed you from dust did not design you to exist for a few decades and disappear. He created you with eternity woven into your spirit. That ache inside you, the longing for something more, the sense that this world is not enough, that is not weakness. That is homesickness. Before you were born, eternity was already alive. Before your first breath, heaven was already prepared. Jesus spoke of a place prepared, not imagined, not symbolic, but prepared. Intentional. Designed. If he crafted galaxies with a word and painted sunsets with light, what do you think he has prepared for those he loves? Do you think eternity will be empty clouds and endless stillness? No. It will be life, real life, fuller than anything you have experienced here. Death feels frightening because it is unfamiliar, but it is not unfamiliar to God. He stepped into it himself. He entered the grave and walked out again. The stone rolled away was not just a miracle, it was an announcement. Death does not get the final word. Because he lives, death has changed meaning. What was once a prison became a passage. What was once a curse became a crossing. The grave for the believer is not a cage, it is soil. What is planted in weakness rises in glory. What is laid down perishable rises imperishable. What seems like an ending is actually a transformation. Imagine closing your eyes here and opening them in a reality where pain has no permission to exist. No sickness, no anxiety, no aging, no regret replaying in your mind, no fear about tomorrow. Imagine being fully alive, fully whole, fully restored, not floating as a shadow but standing in strength, recognizable, radiant, free. The greatest joys you have tasted here are only whispers of what is coming. The most beautiful moment you've experienced is only a preview. And beyond all the beauty, beyond all the restoration, beyond all the peace, there is something greater, Him, the presence of God unveiled. No more praying toward heaven but standing within it. No more believing by faith but seeing face to face. The love that carried you through every storm will be the love that welcomes you home. The grace that forgave you will be the glory that surrounds you. Fear cannot survive in that kind of light. Yes, we grieve when people leave this world. Yes, separation hurts. But for the believer, grief is not hopelessness. It is temporary distance, not permanent loss. This life is described as a vapor, not to diminish it, but to give it perspective. Eternity stretches beyond measurement. And God has not prepared mere survival for you. He has prepared inheritance. He has prepared a kingdom. He has prepared joy that does not fade and peace that does not fracture. So why fear what leads you home? Why tremble at the doorway when a kingdom waits on the other side? Death is not chasing you as an enemy if you belong to Christ. It stands as a servant that will one day escort you into promise. When your final breath comes, whether far in the future or many years from now, it will not catch heaven off guard. God will not scramble to receive you. He has been preparing all along. Preparing a place, preparing a body untouched by decay, preparing a welcome beyond imagination. One day you will look back and realize that what you once feared was only the shadow cast by something unimaginably bright. Your story does not end in a grave. It ends in glory. It ends in restoration. It ends in forever. So do not fear death. Lift your eyes beyond it. Listen closely. There is a kingdom prepared for you, and it is more real than the ground beneath your feet.